Hello and welcome to airgunweb.com, your home for honest, real-world airgun reviews and information, where we bring you the facts, not fluff. I've had many people ask about semi-automatic or fully automatic high-powered airguns. While you see this type of technology with airsoft guns and BB guns, we haven't really seen it hit the mainstream for high-powered air rifles. There are many technical challenges to overcome when you consider going full auto. Earlier this year, I received the Evanix Speed, which was my first exposure to such a product. Now there's a lot to cover with this gun, so let's go ahead and get started. On the outside, the rifle looks pretty traditional. But as you get close, you see something's missing, such as a cocking bolt. Then you start to see some things added, like an on-off switch. The Evanix Speed is a combination of traditional PCP airgun mechanics melded with the modern electronics seen in some airsoft products. This allows all of the stored air to be used for propelling pellets versus working a mechanical action. Starting from the back of the gun and moving forward, we'll go through the various features of this rifle. The rifle ships with an ambidextrous hardwood stock, and the butt of the stock is where the battery is located. You access the battery compartment by removing the adjustable butt plate. As you move forward on the left-hand side of the gun, you'll find the on-off switch. This is used to provide power to the electric motor and hammer mechanism. On the right-hand side, you have a selector switch for semi-auto or full auto, as well as a switch for your safety. Down below, you'll find a metal trigger that is simply connected to an electronic switch. This makes the trigger pull pretty insignificant because there's no mechanics involved. As we continue to move forward, we find the magazine. The Evanix 22 caliber uses an 11-shot magazine. The magazine auto-advances and cycles when the bolt pushes the pellet forward into the breech. In front of the breech, you'll find the shrouded barrel. I'm not sure what this gun would sound like without this shroud, but even with the shroud, it generated over 110 dB in my indoor tests. Under the barrel, you'll find the air reservoir. You use an HPA source, such as a hand pump or scuba tank, to fill this to 200 bar. There is a built-in pressure gauge in the forearm of the stock to show you your current pressure. On average, I was able to get about 33 shots per fill. The Evanix Speed does not come with any open sights, so you'll need to mount some sort of optic. On top of the receiver is the standard 11mm dovetail. For this review, I've used the Leapers UTG 3-12 by 44 SWAT scope and a set of high 30mm rings. Getting the Speed ready for operation takes a lot of steps. The manual will outline these in detail, so please make sure to read it thoroughly before trying to operate this product. Now the first thing we're going to need to do is make sure that our power switch and our safety are both in the correct positions. The power is off and the safety is on. Now we can install a freshly charged battery, and I've already done this. This is done easily by simply removing this butt plate and installing a battery. It looks just like this. Once the battery is installed, we can charge our gun. This is done by connecting it to some sort of HPA source like a hand pump or scuba tank, and we've done that here a little while ago, so this gun is ready to go. There's a gauge on the bottom. Make sure you only fill to 200 bar, and that's as much as the gun will take. The next thing we need to do is go ahead and load the magazine, and that works like this. The magazine has a hole there. You insert your pellet, and you rotate the magazine counterclockwise until you have the next hole. And you just keep doing that until you're done. Okay? I've got some full mags already here, so we're going to get to the fun part. Okay, so we've got our battery installed, our gun is fully charged, and I've got a couple of full magazines. Let's go ahead and have some fun. The first thing we're going to do is fire this gun in semi-automatic. Going to insert the magazine into the gun. Turn the power on. Aim it at our desired target. Make sure our selector is on semi. Go ahead and set the fire and pull the trigger. Now the great thing about this gun is to fire the next shot, you just keep pulling the trigger, and you do that until the mag is empty. And that's that. Now, let's go ahead and do the real fun part, which is full auto. Remove that magazine. Go ahead and install a fresh mag. Turn our power on. Put our selector to full auto. Safety to fire. This time we're going to pull the trigger and hold it in until the mag's exhausted. And that's how you operate the Evanix 22 caliber Speed. Let's talk a little bit about performance and accuracy. I found that the Speed performed well using the H&N Barracuda match pellets, which weigh in at 21.14 grain. Our 22 caliber Speed averaged 947.1 feet per second across 33 shots, and that gave us an average energy of 42.12 foot-pounds. Now, while you can get up to 33 shots, you're going to see the velocity really start to drop once you get past shot 12. Now, the Speed performed fairly well in the accuracy department. Our first shot group is 5 shots on semi-auto. The rifle has an interesting characteristic in that because the trigger is not mechanical but rather electronic, there's a tiny delay from when you pull the trigger to when the shot actually fires. This takes a little getting used to. Our last group is 11 shots on full auto. Both groups were shot from a rest at around 35 yards. The Evanix Speed is an interesting blend of both traditional and modern elements. It's very impressive to look at and even more impressive to shoot. Now, I really wanted to see some better long-range accuracy, and I hope to get back out to the range and go back through my bag of pellets to see if I can get some to hit accurately at 50 and 100 yards. As it was, 35 yards seemed to be about the maximum range for repeatable accuracy. Now, one thing we haven't really talked about yet is the price. At around $1,530, it's certainly not going to work for every airgunner out there, but there are some that are absolutely going to have this rifle. The ability to shoot semi-auto, or even full auto if the need arises, puts this airgun into a very exclusive class. This rifle has been a ton of fun to review, and I gotta tell you, there's just something awesome about going full auto on a target. I'd like to take a moment and thank the folks at Pyramid Air for sponsoring our channel and for providing this product and all the supplies for this review. When you're looking for your next airgun or you're looking to fill your next airgun supply order, please visit www.pyramidair.com or give them a call at 888-262-4867. Please be sure to let them know that you learned about them right here at Airgun Web. When you're looking for honest, real-world airgun reviews, think Airgun Web, where we tell you the facts, not fluff. I'm Rick Utzler with airgunweb.com. Thanks again for watching.